Okay, I'm at Lake Cave. I'm just inside the entrance, so I'm still in the upper level. There's the side passage. There's the upper entrance. I'm about to climb down to the lower level, which is going to be tricky. My backpack's misbehaving, so it's going to be a little bit tricky going down there. Might have to pause the video for my own safety. We'll see how it goes. Notice how the floor is a bit uneven here. There's less seat headroom over on the left. There's more on the right. So I'm gonna go over here to the right, just so that I have a, a little bit of headroom here. Okay, so let me pause here. Notice how the ceiling is nice and bright here. There's lots of silver colored bacteria growing here. Looks like somebody made a fire here. They're supposed to light a fire in a cave, but there's no cops, so you know how people are when the cops aren't around. Notice the floor ahead, it's about 30 feet down. I could go to the left, but that would be really hard. I could go to the right. That would be harder if there's no ladder, but there is a ladder. So I'm gonna go to the right. So let me pan up here. You can see how uneven the wall is too. Very interesting, very pretty. Dang it, now my knee pad is loose. Let me adjust my knee pad real quick. All right. This is going to be tricky. Yeah, see, it would be very slippery and dangerous to try to crawl over there on that left side, because if you slip down, you're going to slip about 20 or 30 feet down. That'd probably hurt a bit. So, see if I can do this. It's a bit tricky here because I have to go over the ladder. I have to climb onto the ladder. It's got small, very simple metal ladder. It doesn't really have a lot of, foot room. Sure, they chose it because it's lightweight, so they could bring it in here. Other tourist type caves, they have better ladders. Like the one at the upper entrance to Ape Cave. I like that one. That one's really cool. So here I am. Let me pause a second here. So I'm just below the ledge here. Now let me see if I can pause. Look down. Oh, my stupid gimbal. Yeah. So you see I'm still like 10 feet above the floor here. A little bit dangerous. I'm going very slow. Okay, so I'm at the bottom of the ladder. So I made it to the lower level. I'm looking towards the upper end. That's a dead end. Of course. There's that cave slime. Up there is the ledge I just was. I can see it's about 15 or 20 feet up. You know, if I was desperate, I could probably climb on this ledge here and wiggle my way up that way. That'd be very difficult and dangerous, but if for some reason this ladder wasn't here, that would be a good plan B. So let me go down to the exit here. Or not the exit, the upper end. As you can see, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And that's too small for me. So, call that good. Oh man, look at this. I didn't do it. Look up here, there's cave slime, silver cave slime. People have been riding up there with their fingers, leaving their marks. It grows back really, really slow. Like it would take 100 years for it to look normal again. Like you see one up there is from 2013. This is 2022, so that's 9 years old, and it's still bright. Wish people wouldn't do that, but unfortunately, the kind of people who do that don't care what I think. So, yeah. But yeah, people don't behave. Skinned up like Little Red River Cave. Little Red River Cave is gated. Even I've never been in that one. I'd really like to. Even though that one's even scarier than this one. If you think this ladder is scary, imagine it without the ladder. Yeah, that's Little Red River Cave. But if you were paying attention to the bottom of my beginning of my video, the river isn't red. The rock is red. But it's got a river. This one has a little creek ahead too, but honestly I couldn't tell you which one has more water. Probably depends, varies from year to year. I need to stop a second to adjust my knee pad again. I keep trying to adjust my knee pad so it'll stay on, but I can never get it right. It's always just a little bit too loose. It's weird, it's only one leg, the other leg's fine. See how even here where the cave is huge, you still gotta watch your head because there's these overhanging parts. And there's more where people have been scribbling with their fingers. Although here, that wet spot, that's natural. That's from water dripping from above. I don't know how well the sound is picking it up, but there's a lot of water dripping in here right now. Echoes pretty good. See up there where it's dark? I couldn't even tell you if that's from water dripping from the ceiling or people have been climbing up there. There might be a way up and out if you don't have a ladder. But the ladder's been there for years, so I'm not worried about the ladder. It's not like somebody could just pick it up and carry it away. So here's an example why you should try to stick to the trail. These sand formations here, they may not look cool like actual sand castles, but those are natural. That's because there was a sandy floor and then water drips and erodes it part way, leaving cool patterns. In Eastern Oregon, outside, not in a cave, there's a place called the Pillars of Rome, similar to that. Not from water erosion, I don't think, but similar sand formations. It looks really cool. Unfortunately, it's on private property. You can't get close to them. All you can do is drive by and look. They advertise it as a big tourist attraction, but it's kind of disappointing if you go there and you can't actually check them out. I could probably climb up here, but I'm not gonna bother. It's obviously a dead end. But over here, it's a little easier and safer. So I'm gonna go ahead and go up here to the left. Notice for the first few feet to the left is smooth, and then to the right, it's rough. Interesting. It's also darker brown color on the left, and then red on the right. And then up here, oops, hang on, my gimbal keeps switching to the wrong mode. Look how shiny it is up